Collective, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Adam Raw. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Today, two things. First of all, I did a previous video, I cussed everybody out and I had to change that up, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flat out give you the gist of what happened. I had a dream that there was a kite and that somebody in prison was sending kites out. And basically what it was somebody sending out kites to keep you stuck until they can get out to get to you, right? And essentially what happened here, they were doing it for money because they were going to take your ideas and probably take it to someone with money and try to get money off your ideas and things of that nature, right? So yes, there's a possibility that there is somebody in prison or locked up trying to do spell work against you, all right? If not, there's definitely somebody in prison who's riding kites, and I don't know if it has anything to do with a hit or not, but I'm also, I do have a feeling that it has something to do with a hitman. Now, last night, the video I released about the woman with the hair, remember I told you about that? She's back. She's back. That's all I can say. The whole video I was seeing is she had male pattern baldness. Like Mr. T. But I did some research and I figured out it could be linked to like fibromyalgia or alopecia or something like that. And I'm so sorry, but it was just so funny the way she came up. Oh man, she had a big ass crop circle in the middle of her head. I said, well damn, where did that come from? She had crop circles up in that motherfucker, boy. I tell you that. Okay, so now we're that person has been trying to tap into my energy all day. They've been wanting to read, and so we're gonna tap into their higher self and see what their higher self need to tell them right now. You got the Ace of Wands here. It has to do with summer, creativity, pioneer, inventor, or innovator. Number one, the number one energy has to do with taking action. This person is being told to take action and to come up with their own genuine ideas and be a self-starter, think for themselves, and be creative, right? Be bold, creative, take action, be an entrepreneur, right? Next, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Maybe if they did that, maybe they will come out of this Five of Cups in reverse. I mean, they wouldn't be in the depressed energy that they're in right now. This person is stuck in their I guess in the past or something like that. They're trapped thinking about something, or they need to walk away from something. Here is what I'm seeing here. Their higher self is telling them to walk away from something here. You got the Queen of Wands out here. Yeah, also not just to walk away, but to take bold moves and take care of yourself, outer appearance, because the Queen of Wands is beautiful and she make moves. You know what I'm saying? She combines wisdom with the way that she moves, right? Entrepreneur. This is all entrepreneur energy here. All this energy here has to do with being an entrepreneur, right? What else that higher self want to say? Look, you got the Page of Swords out here. Gather information on what you want to create and create it. You see what I'm saying? Don't be if you're gonna be a bald head, you know what? You might as well be a rich bald head, you know what, right? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I heard something that say she laughed to keep from crying. And I'm telling you, man, she looked just like that Angelica doll, dog. For real, for real. Anyway, yeah, her higher self is telling her to has something to do with communication, inspiring, and information. A job in communication and information systems. You know what I'm saying? Telesales. You know what I'm saying? Clairvoyance. Yeah, this person, that's what their higher self is telling them. You got Three of Cups here. Three of Cups in reverse has to do with hospitality, beauty industry, creative work. Yeah, it's telling them to be creative in other areas to bring your life up. Boss your shit up by being creative in your own fucking life. If you're creative enough to do black magic on somebody with those bald patches in your head, you creative. If you're creative enough to go outside looking like that, if you brave enough to go outside looking like that, then you should be brave enough to be creative on some real shit. Social work, planning, tourism, army. Yeah. I don't think the beauty industry is for this. I don't think that's for that person. I'm just gonna be real. I don't think you should be giving beauty tips. I'm just gonna be real with you. I think honestly, I think the beauty world is better off without you. You just don't have it. I'm sorry. You got the Knight of Swords in reverse here, right? So with the Knight of Swords in reverse here, this is something that has to come to an end, and that's all that plot planning on other people, basically. That's something that has to come to an end. That negative energy of negatively plotting on people. Because that's, you know, and this is this person higher self speaking to them. Take bold action. Be an entrepreneur. You can do this. Go into this. You're clairvoyant. You have, you know, look at this. Party planner. You see what I'm saying? Wedding planner. Creative work. You see what I'm saying? Tourism. You know? Stop plotting on other people. All that, and that's probably why that person who, there was a reader. I'm not gonna get into her reading because that's her video shit. I ain't gonna tap into that. But just know, with her hair like that, that let me know who's doing the beauty spells. The depression, the beauty spells. This person don't feel good about themselves, and they shouldn't looking like that. Like, I'm serious, like, on some real shit. If you had seen her, she looked like a clown. She looked like a clown trying to wear somebody else's face. How old are you that you want to be somebody else? Like, after a certain age, you should be comfortable being in your own skin. You how old still trying to be other people? You're how old still trying to be liked by people? King of Wands in reverse here. King of Wands in reverse has to do with, this is what this person is doing currently right now with the King of Wands in reverse. This could, you know, and this is a Sagittarian energy. This is like a karmic Sagittarius energy here, right? Overall, the energy is pretty much just abusing their power. That's what they're doing right now. They're abusing their power. They're abusing their authority over other people here. You got the King of Cups in reverse. That right there tells you what their plan is. Their plan is to manipulate, to emotionally manipulate people. You see what I'm saying? You got 7 of Pentacles out here. And their heart is telling them that they can manifest, that they can do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Their heart is talking to them like, oh yeah, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this, whatever. But this is giving the vibe of somebody who quiet quits. They'll start a project up and then slowly but surely they'll walk away from the project and cease to do it. But in reality, this person is the 8 of Wands in reverse. That's that depression energy. They're unable to communicate how they really feel about different stuff or whatever. But all of a sudden you don't know how to communicate certain shit, but you manage to communicate just well when you're trying to manipulate somebody or try to get your way with somebody. That don't add up. That don't add up. That don't add up to me, right? It just don't add up. And that's that person's higher self. You know what I'm saying? That's what their higher self is telling me. And it's a whole group of these motherfuckers. I'm just going to be real. And it's crazy because, like I said, you know, I'm finna go ahead and just go and give you the breakdown of the whole group. Ancestors and spirit guides revealed to me what the whole group higher self want them to know. Yep, we finna tap into the whole thing. Yes, sir. I have blocked this energy out. I sealed it off. And yet and still, they keep running up to me, you know. And you know one thing that I don't like about certain women? I'll put it like this. I may not be the best catch in the world, right? I may not look the best. I am a big guy, okay? I dig that. I'm not perfect. And I know there's a lot of women out here who aren't perfect either, right? But my thing about that whole thing is like this. I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm not trying to please anybody else either, outside of God himself. That's it, right? So when you get people that come in here, or people that think they're tougher than other people, a woman that anchors herself into a man, that right there is the biggest turn off I can ever just, you know. I don't like women that's not confident in themselves. And I would rather for a woman to, you know, have her degree and think that she can take on the world and all that other stuff, than a woman who feel like she cannot. I do not like that. I don't like people in general who lack confidence. And I'm not saying that I hate them, because some people, they just need a little healing. They just need somebody to walk alongside them. But for those of them who don't, and they don't have self-esteem, and they hide it by trying to bully and fuck with other people, or try to get people to cuss them out because that's how they masturbate. Yes, I know about that. That's this woman here. This woman had her and her daughter. As a matter of fact, it's a whole group of them. Her bisexual husband, all of that, right? Essentially, they get off on people. They get off on dark energy. So what they did was when my spiritual warfare, they kept coming into my energy, trying to force all this dark energy on me to try to stress me out, to get me all stressed out, so I'll go ham and go off and all this other shit, right? And some days it did work. However, other days it was like, I was thinking about it, and come to find out, they masturbate, or they please themselves sexually when people are upset with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you need to, you know, watch out for. But the whole group here, you got the King of Pentacles out here. Basically, their higher selves is telling them that between all of them, they are all jack of all. I mean, not all of them, but there's no reason why any of them aren't business owners or jack of all trades, basically, right? So this group has the potential to earn a lot of money, right? This is their higher self talking to them. You got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse out here, and you got the Five of Swords out here. The reason why they're not successful is because they fight with each other, and they're competing with one another in order to bring, you know, they're competing with one another to prove who's the baddest. Okay? And competing with one another on who's the baddest, that's causing them to do things they wouldn't ordinarily do. And now they're acquainted with it. Well, I can't say that. Now they're used to doing this shit. And that's what's bringing in that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Remember, I was telling you that spirits are communal. This is the prime example why. And their higher selves is coming out. And I'm not talking about them in order to, you know, heal them. But I want you to see what's going on here. This is a lesson for others to learn from. This is why you don't want to be like certain people. Okay? You got the number 33 out here. That 33 has to do with retreating. And it also has to do with it's a master number here. Whoever they are too prideful to retreat from that competition, that competing with one another. If you are homeless and another person is homeless, and you're competing with each other over who's the most homeless, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, because you're both homeless. Or if you're selling drugs and this guy's selling drugs, and you're competing over who can get the most money, you're both putting yourself on the radar, because you have to do things you wouldn't ordinarily do, or take unnecessary risks to get above the other person. This group is highly competitive. Whatever this group is, or whoever's been sending this shit out, they're competitive. They're highly competitive. but it's focused down the wrong energy. This is why you have to pick and choose who you're, you know what I'm saying, who you fuck with, because like I say, overall the energy is the King of Pentacles out here. There's no reason why these people shouldn't be business owners or paid. There's no reason. There's no reason why they have too many problems or troubles. There's no reason for that. There's no reason why they should have those things or shouldn't have those things, right? But they're so busy competing with each other that they're losing all the shit that they've acquired. Imagine going to school and you got an A for the first, at the midterm, you got an A. So you start dicking off. By the end, you got an E. That's exactly what's going on here. They both want, you know, this group wants to be like class clowns, you know? So let them be class clowns. You got the King of Cups here. The new path ahead that the higher self is suggesting that they take is to be more empathetic towards other people, especially when it comes to healing, which is why you have the doctor energy out here, right? That right there lets you know that they have the capacity to heal other people or to fix people that they've hurt. They have the capacity to do that. They have the capacity to be CEOs. They have the capacity to be higher level management as well. With the number 28, there are two conflicting interests here. Their interest in competition and their interest in bringing others down. You see what I'm saying? This that crab in a bucket mentality that, you know, I see, especially in the Black community, where it's like, you know, in a Black community, it's really hard for Black men to become successful, not only because of the racial, racial barriers, and that's not just for Black people now, but this is the in particular one that I can relate you to the most. The racial barriers for advancing is tough, on top of people around you who gets jealous of what you have and want to bring you down too, right? See, back in the day, we had this thing called the 10%ers. The 10%ers, they were what W.E.B. Du Bois talked about, right? These were the people who were the talented 10th is what he called it. He said, we need the talented top 10% of the Black community to rise up through the ranks and start bringing other people up with them to their level, so that those people can reach down and bring other people up with them. Because if you do that, it becomes the Fibonacci sequence, where you start off with one person rising to the top, he brings someone else up, that's two people at the top. Those two bring another person up to the top, there's 4 people at the top now. Those 4 people bring somebody to the top with them, now it's what, 16 people. Those 16 reach down and bring people up. You know what I'm saying? Then it turns to like 200 or something. And then eventually we pull ourselves out of the bucket. Nobody is left in the bucket. And then you repeat, you rinse and repeat. Because somebody's going to always be on the bottom. And the people who was at the bottom was the ones who made it to the top first. And everything is built off of their backs. You see what I'm saying? But that's not the energy that's out here right now. That's what this could be. You know, this is the higher self, the highest potential that could be. There's doctors out here, CEOs out here, people in higher level management, people who have their own, who are not working for someone, people who do not have to subject themselves to bullshit in order to get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. That's what this whole thing is about, you know. And the thing is like, they say it's more barriers within a group than it is against the group. Which I can't say that I 100% agree with. I agree with some of that, but not all of that, because I know for sure we go through some stuff. Not just us, but, you know, you got, you know, the Hispanics went through it. The Blacks went through it. Asians went through it, or still going through it. You know, pretty much anybody that's a minority, all minority groups are always done like that. But that doesn't mean you need to treat yourself like that, right? Got the High Priestess energy out here. This has to do with the healing waters of the moon. The same moon that they've been using to assault people take people down, bring hell and chaos in people's lives, distort things, attack people, kill people's energies off, or steal from people. That very same Shekinah energy is the very same energy that they could have been using from the beginning to protect themselves, save themselves, advance themselves, and things of that nature, right? They didn't have to resort to dark magic or black magic to do what they did. They didn't have to go to the devil for what they wanted. They didn't have to. That was a foolish endeavor. It was pointless. You could have stayed on the side of the light with God, and he would have gave you even more. It would have been more because when God gives it to you, he doesn't take it back unless you make him take it from you. You see what I'm saying? But the devil, he'll make up an excuse on why he wants that energy back. You know what I'm saying? And he gets your soul on top of it. Anyway, yeah. Spiritualists, all these talents going to waste, all these psychic abilities and talents and deities, counseling, psychologists, detectives, and mothers, all this going to waste. This is wasted human potential. That's why you have light workers out here, because we are here to help adjust that energy of what is, that wasted human potential. We're here to try to help bring up the highest out of a person. These people, higher selves, are pretty much telling them, you need to trust your intuition. You need to get out of this shit. You need to heal yourself. You need to go see a doctor. You need to go to psychic. You need to, do your research, whatever. Get into divine law, whatever. The same energies that you're using to attack people is the same energy that you could be using to build your own life up, and you're choosing not to. Even if you depend on someone to give you money or whatever it may be, that's the same energy that you can use to detach from that person. That person only has control over you because you subject yourself to them. You got the power to walk away, and you're choosing not to. You got the Three of Cups here. That's exactly what I was talking about. Getting out of that fucking circle or that club or whatever the fuck that they call themselves being in. Cutting ties from that bullshit. And if you notice, you got Lavonna down here in the right hand corner. Yup. That's the moon energy. Subconsciously, they're being told to leave this group, and they choose not to. Why? Because they're too busy trying to compete. Which is okay with me. Compete. Be my guest, compete. What else they higher self want them to know? Page of Pentacles out here. They shouldn't even be here where they are right now. They're not even supposed to be here. They're supposed to be starting a new business or researching a new business idea right now. That's where they're supposed to be in life. They're supposed to be paying attention to detail. They're supposed to be starting a new business venture right now. Even though this says entry job, new job, they're supposed to be venturing up the ladder. That's where they're supposed to be right now. They're supposed to be collaborating their business ideas and working on their business ideas. But instead, what are they doing? You got the Knight of Wands out here, right? Instead, with the Knight of Wands, they're fucking everything. Sleeping around with each other. They're caught up in their emotions, caught up in their thinking with their lower selves. That's what's stagnating their energy with 12 out here. They're stagnant. That Leo energy, 5th house, that's what's stagnating their creativity. They want their creativity. They want to be creative. They want to do this. They want to do that. It has to do with your sex organs. But not just your your sex organs and your will to control your sex organs. Because this has to do with the sun, Shemesh. You would rather have sexually transmitted diseases and things of that nature than to be great in life. 9 of Swords, mental health, prostitution, night worker. This is where their heart is at. Their heart is into the mental health problems that they got, you know, and this is where their heart is lying right now. Their higher self is telling them, like, right now you're worried about who's having sex with who, what you got to do at night to get money. You're worrying about your mental problems, you know, and it's taking an emotional, you know, weight on you. It's emotional on you. But you will rather deal with that emotional shit or go through that mental problems and all that other stuff than to fix yourself and start your own business. And then 9 times out of 10, you're trying to stop somebody else from starting a business. 37 out here, family ties. That's exactly what this is. This is a whole family with mental disorders, a whole family of prostitutes, a whole family of night workers. Yeah. It's a whole family. It's not just one. It's not just 3. It's a whole family. Last but not least, you got the 10 of Swords in reverse. It's time to repair themselves. That's what basically what your higher self is, what they higher self is telling. It's time to, all the mental disabilities and shit that you got, it's time to address that shit, your inner demons and shit like that, and it's time for you to heal from that shit. Yeah. You got acupuncture, you got disability here. Yeah. These people are got disabilities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Disability care. Just because you have a disability don't mean that you can't work. It don't mean that you can't have an impact. Moses stuttered, you know what I'm saying? There was, who's that? There was a man who couldn't walk who still was able to get up and praise God. That they healed. It was, who's that? It was a man at the gate, a lame man at a gate. And they healed him. And from there, he ran and he told everybody, you know. God, if you choose God, he has a place for everybody, no matter what you went through, because that's what make you relatable in this lifetime. Your disability isn't a hindrance. It what's make you relatable to other people. That story is what makes it relatable for other people to connect with you and all that other stuff. But yeah, your higher self is basically looking at you, shaking their head. You're a disappointment even to yourself. But the most important thing about that is that you like that. You like the fact that you come up short. You like the fact that you don't measure up. You like the fact that you have to compete with other people to make yourself feel important. You feel like if you could take down somebody who you think is the strongest around you, that you will be the, you know, top dog. The title of top dog never rests. Whatever you're competing for, it's something that's revolving. There'll always be somebody stronger than you that you're going to go try to take down. There's always going to be a larger army. There's always going to be a larger, you know, thing to do in the world. Let's see what their ancestors have to say. Ancestors, I call out to you, not out of disrespect, but for you to relay a message that this entire group need to know. What do they need to know right now? What do they need to know? Because like I said, they've been keep trying to tap into my group, my energy all day. And even this right here, this isn't going to change anything. I would tell you, like, in 10 minutes after this video is done, after they've done watching and they're done being stuck on stupid and staring at me with their mouths open, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to go come and watch this video. And then they're going to do spell work on it all over again, because they're contracted to do so and they cannot stop. They have to do this work. All because they followed the wrong person. They pledged themselves to the wrong person. That's why it's important not to sell yourself for the gym today. Don't try not to sell yourself short in life, because this is the example that God is presenting to you. These spiritual people who are spiritually attacking you, Basically, God is, there's other lessons, but one of the most important lessons is if you sell yourself short in this lifetime, you'll end up like them, always feeling like you deserve something more, but unable to know how to go get it. Look at this. Their ancestors, Eight of Swords here in reverse. It has to do with releasing themselves from some kind of mental prison, or releasing somebody from a mental prison. It has to do with release and letting go. It's time to lay them arms down, let it go. World card here. Start over. Do a new cycle. Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Has something to do with not being able to get out of it, or letting something go. Whoever this is, they want them to, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, this has to do with releasing something and letting something go. This new cycle isn't going to start until they're able to walk away from something. And you never know what's in a new cycle. A lot of people get scared about new cycles, but the thing is, the new cycle is where you find your abundance. The new cycle is where you get that business you asked for. The new cycle is where you may come into the love that you've been looking for. The new cycle is where you're going to have to pay your karma too. You can't run forever from karma. You can't do freezer spells on your karma forever. Because like all things, God is going to condemn that. He's going to bypass that shit. And he's still going to get your ass. And you're still going to be stuck where you at. Let's see what else we got here. Got the Seven of Wands in reverse here. This person is being told to, the new path, I think what Seven of Wands has to do with defending themselves, or I want to say it has something to do with like ambush, or no, Seven of Swords and Seven of Wands in the upright is the ambush, because it's one person defending himself against a bunch of people. This give me more of the vibe of it's time for them to work together to free themselves from the situation. Like each and every one of them could take an action towards freeing themselves every day. You know what I'm saying? From whatever they call themselves getting stuck in, or every day pay a little bit of their karma back by doing what they're supposed to do. You got Kronos out here. That has to do with that's a father figure here. A greedy father figure is the vibe I'm getting here. This is a father figure that will consume their own children in order to be successful. So it isn't learned. This behavior is becoming a learned behavior. I can't say if it's nature or nurture, but it's a combination of both. Nature, because this is what's in this person's DNA, and nurture, because this is the way that they were groomed. You got Capricorn and Aquarius. Sun. Basically, their ancestors are telling them to go outside. You need to enjoy life. You shouldn't contain yourself in what you got yourself into. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be enjoying your life. You should be inventing stuff. I don't know when the last time this person they smiled, but their ancestors have not seen them smile in a long time. The ancestors have not seen them cry, smile, be happy in a long time. I want to say serve them right because of the fucked up shit they've been sending out. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time they went on vacation? When was the last time they had a party? What time? And not just like a Coke party like they used to. When was the last time they had a party like when they were kids, or a barbecue? When was the last time that they had a fun job to do? When was the last time they told a good story? When was that? You see what I'm saying? You got the Queen of Pentacles here, and now it's affecting somebody's finances. I don't know if this is them or if this is the person that they're depending on, but this person is losing some stuff too, because they're connected to this person. They're connected to them. You see what I'm saying? The higher self is letting that other person know, like, if you don't cut yourself off from this month, these people, you ain't gonna have shit either. Yeah. Yep. Got the 8 of Wands out here. There's some communication coming in. The ancestors is finna send them confirmation of what I'm telling them. So if they try to, lie or say something like, oh, no, yeah, your ancestors have a message for you. You got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah, you missed out on the opportunity here. The universe is taking something away from you because of what you did or because how you were doing stuff. Yeah. Got the Knight of Cups in reverse. The people that you thought loved you are going to start walking away from you too. They're going to leave you. This is a part of the karma, Pluto. Pluto has to do with that transformation energy. They're leaving. Last but not least, you got 2 of Cups here. With the 2 of Cups energy here, this has to do with following your intuition towards love, or following your intuition towards a healer or a therapist or a counselor. You don't need to just sign up for any counselor or any healer or any carer or any therapist. There's a specific one for everybody. Almost like there's a star for everybody's name. So that's what the ancestors are trying to tell them. Basically, you're a disappointment. You're a fuck up and you're a disappointment. Boy. But that's something that we already knew, you know what I'm saying? And that's not going to change the fact that they do what they do. Because like I said, what's going to happen is they're going to change that, try to channel that into some narcissistic shit. Because it turns back to what I was telling you about the law of human nature. Where a narcissist will take information like what I just gave, like that. Because it's not geared towards them. It's more geared towards you to let you know that there are people who are in fucked up situations or who do fucked up shit or, black magic or whatever, right? They do these things, but their higher self still had some hope for them. That is unconditional love. There's still an aspect of themselves, whether they believe it or not, that loves themselves unconditionally. Their ancestors still love them enough to relay that kind of message. But yet they think they are far from love, or that God can't hear them. What kind of God would make it where you can't hear yourself? These people, a lot of people, they say, oh, I love myself and stuff. Prove it. It seems like you love other people more than you love yourself, because you will go to war for other people faster than you will go for yourself. And even right now, just for the attention to be mentioned, I already know that there's an autistic boy and that LD girl I was talking about still trying to do magic right now. Trying to get a reading, trying to get known for something. I'm not going to let it piss me off because I'm the emperor. I know I'm the emperor. I know I'm the emperor. Strength reverse. It's time for me to rest. I'm going to rest up. You know why? Page of Cups out here. My clairsentience need to recharge. I'm going to recharge my clairsentience. You see how I wasted my energy on that? That was a waste of energy. That's energy I could have been teaching you guys different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to get, all that, get caught up in that bullshit. No. I already told the motherfucker I don't fuck with them. That's why that 2 of Cups came up. And, whoever this is, they hell-bent on having, just because I turned this person down or I rejected this person, this people, this group, this family dynamic, I told them I don't fuck with them. I don't want to be involved with them. I rejected them on camera more times than I could count. And everybody has heard me say that, right? But still, I have to keep putting emphasis on it because something is not clicking. Somebody think that, oh, with time, or maybe I can, maybe. Ain't no fucking maybes. There's no and, ifs, or maybes to this shit. It's dead. It's dead. Take it how you want to. You know what I'm saying? Take it how you want to. You know, and it's crazy because a lot of times, you know, I be trying to let people down easy. Can't do that. It's better to be severe in this kind of circumstance. I want to make sure you feel it. Death card in reverse here. That death card in reverse here means avoiding a transformation here. Some kind of way there's a transformation that needs to be had that's being avoided here. Whether it's me or them. And I pray to God that God reveals to me what transformation I need to go through in order to get where I need to be. Got the King of Wands in reverse out here. King of Wands in reverse out here. Basically, you know what that means, right? In order to bring balance to the situation, you got to be severe. Show no mercy. Just like I was just saying. Show no mercy. There's no mercy for motherfuckers like this. 5 of coins in reverse here. Yeah, this 5 of coins in reverse here has to do with a change in the monetary system here. That's them trying to attack the money or bring death to the money situation all over again. Remember I told you within 10 minutes of me saying what I had to say, there would be at the spell work. That's the first thing they went through. The fucking money. That let me know that the motherfucker probably either don't have any or they're afraid to lose their position. You got the Devil card out here. The Devil card out here generally has to do with addictions and things of that nature. Someone is addicted to something that they need to let go, whether it's me or them. One of us is addicted to something. Maybe they're addicted to my energy, or I'm addicted to trying to whoop their ass or bring justice to them. You know what I'm saying? It could work either way. But at the end of the day, it's like I said before, I'm letting it go because I don't give a fuck. And I pray to God they never meet their ancestors ever again. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You got the Fool card out here. Yeah. It's time to start over. Basically. The student, it's time for the student to become the master and take a leap of faith. Just take a leap of faith and let these addictions or attachments go. Just let it go. Next, you got the Ace of Cups here. Open up your heart. There's a lot of love around me. There's a lot of love around you. And the thing is that you're a healer, you're a light worker, you're a doctor, you're a psychic. It's time. That's the source of your power, to come from the heart space. Had I not did what I did today, I'm pretty sure I would have went off and cussed them out and all this other stuff, because I did make another video. And I was going to cuss them out, and I did cuss them out. And I did tell them all kind of shit of what I would do to them and all of that. But then I had to think about it. I don't love you. So why would I show you my emotions like that? I don't love you. I don't love anything about you. If I had to pick my choice, like, I don't know. I just think it's pathetic that anybody will be so desperate to have somebody that they disguise it, hide it, try to bully you, and then anchor themselves onto you to make it where you can never let go, where they never let go of you. That ain't love at all. That's being pathetic. If they had a father figure, their dad would flat out tell them, you don't pursue nobody or hang on to nobody that don't want you. That's common sense shit. Whether you contracted to or not. All kind of love spells. There's men and women who've been doing love spells in this group too. Studs been doing spell work too. Studs, transgenders, cross-dresser. That father is a cross-dresser. He's a bisexual cross-dresser. Dark skin, dreads. Yeah. He's the one who started this shit. He's the one who saw me and started this shit. Yeah. And now everybody else in his group is trying to, follow up and try to keep it hidden that he's gay. And he's scared of me coming out and selling that he's gay. And I left out the description for a reason, because I didn't want to put him out there. But now, I don't give a fuck. And 9 times out of 10, after I release this video, what's going to happen? There's going to be blackmailing energy here. They're going to try to either blackmail or try to defame me and try to release something to try to, or do some spell work to try to make it seem like I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. He's gay. He's bisexual and he's gay. And that's why he beats on women. He's jealous that the woman that he was with could have been a good woman for him at that time. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, she's the reason. She put this, whatever's on him, she put it on him. You know, because the way the story go, he was messing around with somebody. I want to say a baby mama. And she put something on him because she found out he was gay. Or she did a threesome with him. And she felt the chemistry between him and the other man that she was having a threesome with, which is why he was hell-bent on having on this spell work. Because what he was trying to do really was he was trying to get me to have sex with his wife or his girlfriend or something like that, so that he would have an excuse to join in on the action. And then he was going to try to do some gay shit. Yeah, he was going to try to do some gay shit. But she know. She probably been pegging him, but she know. And so what she did was she put a spell on him to make it where he can't get out of whatever he's dealing with until he comes out and say that he's gay or he's bisexual or he like both. Yeah, something about him sleeping with another man. Because I remember some readings ago, like almost a year or so ago, I was looking in the clouds and I saw a man in the bed with another man, and he had dreads on. And the other man that he was next to, he wasn't as dark as him. He was like lighter skin. And he was on the phone looking at his phone. Looked like they was in like a full-size bed or something like that. And he was looking at his phone because his girlfriend or his wife was texting him. And I guess he was making up some bullshit on why he couldn't go home. Yeah. It was a window right behind the bed. I remember that. It was a window right behind the bed, wherever he laid his head at. They probably moved the bed around now, but at the time, that's where it was at. Yeah. You got the Knight of Swords out here. This is the last energy here. Has to do with being a soldier, a warrior. You know what I'm saying? Execute the plans that you come into when you create a plan, execute it. Move forward on your plans, and that's gonna help to liberate you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Ever since then, it's been bullshit. And then I guess his mama got it in her head that, you know, something that I own is supposed to be hers, because I heard the kids saying, "You in my mama house. That's my mama house. That's my grandmama house." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he gay. That's his mama. His mama probably the one who help him do shit like that. But basically, they've been going around bullying people out of their shit. Probably, you know, putting gay spells on people. The motherfucker tried to put a gay spell on him. Tried to use his daughter. Tried to tap into his daughter energy and try to project his energy on me as if he's a female. He does it every day. He projects his energy on me like he's a female every day, and he's lying, saying that he's trying to do something else, and he's joking about it. But if you pay attention, why hasn't left me the fuck alone yet? Everybody else, he fuck with him and leave him the fuck alone. But all of a sudden, there's an obsession with me. I seen the motherfucker at work watching me. There was like some TV screens or something like that at work that he watches me on. I want to say that he was like a security guard or something like that. I think he even planned to have me stabbed or something like that. It's weird, man. But yeah, that's my side of the story. That's part of the spiritual warfare that I ain't tell nobody. I ain't tell nobody about all that shit. Nobody. When he went to practitioners and shit like that, I've seen that. I've seen it was one girl was I want to say a white woman, blonde hair. I think she had like a study or something where she does her readings. And I remember the cards and stuff, laying out the cards and stuff like that. I remember him astral projecting towards my, in my energy and all that other stuff. Yeah, this is a gay man. He's gay. He gay. He gay, but he's scared to come out because he's scared of what people will think about him. But the thing is like, you know, it's a new, you know, this is what, it's got to be what, 2022? There's so many, you know, people out here that are, you know, bi and all that other stuff, that it makes it futile to be down low. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, if your family like they say they is, they don't care about you being bi or whatever. And if your career, if it matters in your career, that's a lawsuit. You see what I'm saying? So the only reason why you out here being bi and trying to be down low, it has something to do with your childhood. It has something to do with your childhood. I want to pull cards on that too, but I ain't gonna do that shit. Hell nah. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. So like I said, that's the reading that I have for today. Unfortunately, it got kind of dark there, but to the best of my ability, I attest that all of this is true. I don't have to make up a lie on somebody that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I know because of what I saw. I saw this man having sex with a little boy, a little light-skinned boy. I think an adopted light-skinned boy. I also seen, I want to say his sister or something like that, recording him having sex with a boy, a little boy. I had seen him having sex with another man and a woman. He was you know, doing it to the man, but they both was eating on the woman. And she had her little, you know, strap on and stuff like that. So it's a lot of strap play that go along with that. But all of that happened, you know, and I got speculations, but I ain't finna go into that. Basically, all the reason why I went through my spiritual warfare and spell work is because there was spell work on him that I picked up. And it's from the baby mama. The baby mama want everybody to know that he's you know, that he's, you know, basically down low, gay. Now, a part of that is this. All of that goes away when he comes out and he admits that he's, you know, batting for the other team. But as of right now, you know, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Matter of fact, I think I posted a video about all of that, all the details about that in another video. But I just had to come out and say it today. You know, I had to come out and say it. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, that's what my whole spiritual warfare is all about. It's about somebody who's low-key gay or bisexual that got a crush on me and mad at me because I won't have sex with him and his wife, or him or her and her husband, because it could go either way. But I do know that there's a dark-skinned man with dreads involved, and I know he gay, and everybody else gonna know he gay too. I ain't gotta rush it. They gonna know. They gonna know. His mama know. And I'm pretty sure that mama be trying to put gay spells on men that he like in order to get him to sleep with them. Yeah. So that's why all the love spells and shit is coming in. There's somebody of the same sex. This is basically something from the same sex. It's like a same-sex situation here. All right, that's all I got. I love y'all all. Y'all take it easy, and peace.